Good morning, campers. How are you today? Tuesday, April 7th. We're here again, doing it every day, as you know. I came out about a half an hour ago. Oh, what time is it? It's 1:20 in the afternoon. I set my alarm for 12:30. I wanted to get up, get going. I have to go down to Parker and go to the actual doctor and get more paperwork done. I didn't get that done yesterday because I just didn't have the time, and I still need to go by the school and give them an updated. God, it's so silly. Anyway, I came out like a half an hour ago. I walked the dog, and there were almost no clouds. Look at how fast. It's so crazy how fast this changes here. I'm thinking maybe some sprinkles right there, but it is rather comfortable, and we're going to have our good friend tell us. So, sorry here. I'm putting in my code with one hand, moving this around with another. We are going to say, what's your guess? 65? Weather.
It's 65 degrees and partly sunny in Castle Rock.
Did I not say that? Like yesterday, I'm like, it's eternally 65 here. What is the temperature? 65 in Castle Rock. Oh my gosh. I am surprised, actually. Squirrel, I'm actually surprised he's not in that window right there. You know, it's like he gets so sad because I'm ready to leave, and he's on the ground and he's kind of curled up, and he's just like, and I go, dude, I'll be right back. He barely lifts his head to look at me. Puts his head back down. I'm like, oh man, he gets so sad. Okay, it shouldn't take that long. Oh, and then we are going to see Dale, the tax guy. I saw him yesterday. I said, do you have any availability? He said, yes, 3 o'clock tomorrow. So today we are going and we are seeing him, and I am paying that bill. Did you like this? I laugh at myself quite often. And as I was editing last night, I saw when I was all, and I was like, oh my God. I laughed at myself. I'm like, dude, you got to use that as your thumbnail. I don't care what people think. I laugh at myself quite often. I was like, you look like an idiot. So, okie dokie smoky. Oh, and that's, you can't really tell here because this doesn't show it. But that tree that I walked by, the buds are even more budding, but leaves are coming out. So when we come back, I'll show you. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit here. This is apparently where they had taken her, this urgent care, which is pretty convenient. It's not that far. I think it was maybe a 20-minute drive. Let's see it. But I gotta check the address. 9949? 9949. Yeah, this is it. Urgent care. Alright, here's Advent Health. You know, it's one of those emergency ones that it's not like a huge hospital. I never come to these. Then again, I never really have emergencies. To be honest with you, I'm always healthy. I don't, knock on wood, I am always healthy. So she's getting that done for me. Well, that was a waste of time. So apparently, the information I was given last night said, yeah, come on down, just bring her your ID and give us her social and we'll get you another one. No, I talked to one person, and then the manager came out and said, oh, unfortunately, we can't do that. You'd have to go through her specific physician or something to that effect. I'm like, are you kidding me? I just drove down here from Castle Rock. And she goes, oh, I'm so sorry. Well, yeah, I'm sure you are, but I have to. So I said, actually, you know what? I don't care. I really don't care. The school says, oh, well, it's unexcused. Wow, okay, so she's out of school. She's sick. I just, one hand needs to talk to the other. Hello, I'm hand A. Hello, I'm hand B. Let's talk to each other, guys. Oh my goodness. And then, so yesterday I told you about that guy Cole that I met, and he said, oh yeah, because when we were standing there, he said, I told him my Instagram. He said, okay, yeah, we'll get together and I'll make you those coffee mugs. And he said, I just I just subscribed. I can't remember because I always think YouTube and subscribing, but no, dude never clicked on nothing. He's a ghost. I don't know. He could have just been talking to talk. Maybe he doesn't even make pottery. But now I got to find a new guy. If you guys know anybody that does pottery, let me know. I'm on a quest to get those coffee mugs made. I'm telling you. But I guess apparently this guy just was just talking to talk. That's fine. However, I always try to find I'm looking at the clock. It's 10 minutes to 2. I have to be at the tax guy at 3 o'clock in an hour and 10 minutes. But there's a Carl's Jr. over here. There's 2 Carl's Jr.'s, and they're in Parker here. I think we're in Parker, and there's none in Castle Rock, none over that way, and so I think I may do a Carl's Jr. real quick. Haven't done Carl's Jr. in a couple years, so let's go do that. The only thing about Carl's Jr. is their prices are really expensive. Let's see, a Cali XL for $5.99. Well, that's not too bad. Late night, Cali XL. You know, that actually looks pretty good, given that I'm from California. Oh, maybe I'll try that. Hey, how's it going? Only one here. Only one here. So the one that I used to get all the time, this one's calling my name. The thing that I used to get all the time was the Santa Fe chicken sandwich. I got it all the time. As a matter of fact, my very first no, that's not true. When I was a kid, I mowed lawns, I watched people's dogs, I cut ivy, I had a paper route. You know, the typical young kid, well, back in the day, that was typical for kids. Nowadays, not anymore. Kids don't work until they're 25. Hold on a second. That was quick. That took like 2 minutes. I got the Cali burger. So what I was saying was, yeah, young kids, we all worked when we were young because you just wanted to make money so you could buy toys or baseball cards or that type of stuff. So anyway, the first job that I had where I got a paycheck stub, W-2 form, was Burger King. We're gonna go buy that Burger King in San Ramon this summer so I can show my daughter, show you guys. Right across the street was a Carl's Jr. and they had just finished building it, and I was like, oh, I've heard about this Carl's Jr. I should go in there. And I go in there and they'd asked, hey, because I had asked, I said, are you guys hiring? And they said, yes. I said, I'd be interested. So I filled out an application. I think I'm just 16 years old. Filled out an application. I got the job. I had the job at Carl's Jr. and across the street at Burger King at the exact same time. And I had to work it where I would tell one place, I can't work, I don't know, we'll say Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Saturdays. And then at Carl's Jr. I'd say, I can only work Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. And I worked all the time, both places. It was a cool experience to do that. And I think all kids should work at a fast food. You know, get used to the money aspect of it, but also customer service. I told Elizabeth, I said, I'd really like you to work at a fast food place when you're a kid, just to get experience like that. Anyway, 2 cents. So let's take a look at what we got in here. Oh man, that's pretty good size. $5.99. Cali burger. Sorry, off camera. You're not seeing me stuff my face full of grilled onions. Oh, there's tomato. There's grilled onions, cheese. And it's a double. And that actually looks pretty good. That actually looks pretty good. Alright. I'm gonna... Hold on. Alright. Cali burger. Mm-hmm. Juicy, good. It's sweet too. super messy. It was good. I ate it really fast. I was hungry. I hadn't had any breakfast, and it's already 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's the thing, is when I snack a little at night when I'm working, I don't really eat until later in the day. Anyway, I'm looking at the sign here, you know, it says $5.99, Cali XL. So I want to see how many calories are in this. I'm just curious. How many calories are in the Cali XL at Carl's Jr.? Oh my goodness. 950 calories. That's like, I can't eat anything for the rest of the day now. Wow. Total fat 60 to 63. Protein 46 to 47. Carbs. So I was talking to one of our patrol officers last night, and because he's been off and on the carnivore diet as well. And he said, so I've learned that it's hard to stick to it. And I go, yeah, I know. And he said, well, our bodies weren't really meant to do it full time forever. He said, you have to, that's why, for instance, he said at Christmas time it messed me up because I was on it for a while, and then at Christmas I had like some cake and stuff and whatnot. He said, and because our body craves the calories, not the calories, was it the carbs? When your body craves the carbs, then you won't feel full, so you'll eat an entire bag of chips because you just got to keep eating. He said, so you have to mix in a little bit of carbs here and there, like maybe some fruit, maybe a few chips here and there, maybe even, like for me, a little chocolate here and there. He goes, that way your body realizes, hey, this is what we're doing most of the time, but you're putting just a little bit in, and that's okay. And your body understands that. And I was like, that's a good point. I never thought about that. So I don't feel that bad when I eat something like this, because I probably won't do this again. I mean, for a while. But and I got the meat, I got some veggies, I got some onions, tomatoes, lettuce. It's just the bun, you know. Anyway, it's like 2:05. I got to get back home, and then we got to go see Dale. So let's get going. Thanks, guys.
Have a good day, sir.
You too. Hokey dokey. God, I'm telling you, I'm going to use one day of a video. I got to clean this. Like one day. There's going to be one day. And I know you guys have probably watched these and you're like, God, does that dude ever wash his car? Not really, no. I don't. I don't care. But I should. I should care. Because back in the day, you know, typical California boy, I got washed my car like every weekend. Every weekend. I was so into my cars that I had different cars. And yeah, I'd wash it. I'd spend an hour, 2 hours washing, not so much waxing, drying it, just getting a little like Q-tip type thing, just making sure everything was perfect. As you get older, you're just like, man, it's just getting me from point A to point B. I don't care. And then this, you probably can't see it, but Mr. Drippy Nose over here, he comes over and he gets in the car and he just like rubs his nose all in there. I'm like, bro. And especially right after I clean it, because I'll clean the windows so I get a better view of where I'm going. I'll be like, dude, I just cleaned it. All right, I better shut up. We got to get going. Looks like we got a little weather going on. Hopefully we get some rain. Man, we are needing rain badly. We didn't have much snow this winter, so we got to make up for it with some rain, and we just haven't had much. So I'm hoping this summer we got a bunch of rain. Looks like we could get some soon. There's Castle Rock down there. Almost back. 2:18. I'm not doing bad on time. See, they've got all these signs. No open burning. Fire ban. Douglas County. They've had that actually during the winter. They've had that sign up. Yeah, it's pretty bad. And when we do get a lot of rain, like we did, was it last year or the year before? Man, everything is so green, so beautiful. But, alrighty. Castle Rock Outlets. I'm just pulling in here at home, and there's an update on the sign. There's somebody doing something. He was doing something over here, which is kind of cool. I don't know if there's like little red flags. There's like little red flags around the sign, and he was like aerating the lawn. So maybe they're going to be. Oh, wait, no, they're doing something here too. Oh yeah, it's the guys. There's really not much lawn to do, but could you imagine if I just drove right up on there? That'd be funny. So. Okay. And Cinnamon's sitting out front. Daddy's home. Lucky dude. Okay. All right, here's the tree I was talking about, and they're coming out more. We've got more buds, more leaves, and bees. I just saw a bee. Oh, that is great news. Great news. And then, like I said, these guys are aerating the lawn. They're doing a little aeration thing here. See? So when we do get some rain, it'll go right down in there and make that sucker grow. And I shouldn't say we, because we're gone in a month. So this isn't even our place anymore. I'm thinking in the past tense. All right, let's go to the tax guy. All right, guys. Hey, we're not done for the day. We found a couple more houses. We just found this one. This one is for sale as well. It's not bad. That's for sale. That one right there. And there's another one a block away from it. So we're gonna go drive past that. I'm gonna make a U-turn here, and we'll go take a look at that one as well. We're just doing drive-bys, a couple drive-bys, that's all. This is it again. Not saying we're getting it, we're just looking. Just looking. And the other one, I think, is right here. And there's like a walkway over there. This is the other one right here. I like that color. You know me, I've always said that I like that hunter green. That's cool. I kind of like that house.
Number over there.
me too.
What number is it? It is 5021. 50. I like the yard looks very simple, like easy to do. Yep. I think there's somebody already there.
Silver.
What street are we on?
Yes.
Let's see. Butterfield Crossing is that one. So this street is Blazing Star. Blazing Star.
Name's a street Blazing Star.
Yeah. And there's an elementary school right there, literally a block away. But Elizabeth likes her school, which means we'd have to drive her all the way over there. And then what do we got here? Is this a McLaren? Yep. Nice. And our friends live right down that way. Our friends literally live right there, which is kind of convenient. And then there's a high school right up the street here, which would be very convenient as well. Well, I just pulled up here with Monique and Elizabeth and the dog. There he is, the dog. And they popped into the store real quick. We took a look at those two houses. We kind of like the green one. We may make an offer, but we're getting really close, like I said. Anyway, I'm listening to my A's right now. A's are up 3-1. I forgot to mention the other day they came back and Rooker hit a 3-run home run in the bottom of the 10th to beat the Astros. That was an awesome win for them. But they're beating the Yankees at Yankee Stadium right now, 3-1. Let's cross fingers that they hold on to that. But yeah, me and the dog, right? Kisses? No kisses? He's sad because mommy's in the store right now with Elizabeth. Anyway, that's it, guys. Have a great day. Today was Tuesday. We will see you tomorrow on Wednesday. Have a good one. We'll see you then. Peace out.